Moiravibes.
What kinds of food do you like? I really like pizza. My favorite dish is seafood pizza. Why do you enjoy eating it? I love it because it's delicious. I like the cheese in pizza the most. How often do you eat out at restaurants? I eat out at restaurants about twice a week. I enjoy trying new dishes with my friends. How much time do you spend cooking every day? I usually spend about 30 minutes cooking every day. I like making simple and healthy meals. Why do you think healthy eating is important? I think healthy eating is important because it helps us stay strong and prevents illness. How important is it to eat a balanced diet? In my opinion, we need to eat a balanced diet to get enough nutrients for our body to grow. What do you think about trying new foods? I believe trying new foods is exciting. It's a great way to learn about other cultures. Can you describe your favorite dish? My favorite dish is seafood pizza. It has shrimp, squid, and cheese on a thin crust. I love eating it a lot. What types of drinks do you like? I really like orange and apple juice. They are sweet and refreshing. How often do you drink your favorite drink? I drink orange juice every morning. It is good for my health. How much time do you spend making drinks at home? I spend about 10 minutes making drinks at home. I like making orange juice. Why do you enjoy drinking it? I enjoy drinking juice because it's healthy and gives me energy. Why do you think drinking enough water is important? I think drinking enough water is important because it helps our body function well. What do you think about sugary drinks? In my opinion, sugary drinks are tasty but not healthy. We should drink them only sometimes. Is it important to avoid sugary drinks? Yes, it's important to avoid them because they can cause health problems. Can you describe a drink you enjoy the most? My favorite drink is a strawberry smoothie. It's made with fresh strawberries and milk. What kinds of sports do you like? I like playing badminton. It's fun and keeps me healthy. How often do you play sports? I play sports every weekend with my friends. It's a great way to relax. How much time do you spend on sports every week? I spend about 2 hours on sports every week. How long have you been playing your favorite sport? I have been playing badminton for 3 years. Why do you enjoy playing or watching sports? I enjoy sports because they are exciting and good for my health. Why do you think staying active is important? I think staying active is important because it helps us stay healthy and happy. How important is it to play sports regularly? In my opinion, playing sports regularly is very important for both our body and mind. What do you think is the best way to stay fit? I think the best way to stay fit is to play sports and eat healthy food. Can you describe your favorite sport? My favorite sport is badminton. I play badminton every weekend with my friends. I have been playing badminton for 3 years. It's fun and keeps me healthy. What types of books do you like to read? I really like comic books. They are very interesting and exciting. How often do you read books? I read books every night before bed. It helps me relax. How much time do you spend reading every day? I spend about 30 minutes reading every day. How long have you been interested in reading? I have loved reading since I was a child. Why do you enjoy reading books? I like reading because it helps me learn new things. Why do you think reading is important? How important is it to read books? I think reading is important because it helps me to gain knowledge and skills. Is reading books important? Is choosing a good book to read important? Yes. I believe that we need to read good books to gain knowledge and skills. Can you describe a book you recently enjoyed? I recently enjoyed a book called Harry Potter. It's a famous book about the wizard world. What kinds of music do you like? I like pop music. It is very relaxing and enjoyable. How often do you listen to music? I listen to music every day, especially when I'm cooking. How much time do you spend listening to music every day? I spend about 1 hour listening to music every day. How long have you been interested in your favorite type of music? I have been interested in pop music for 5 years. Why do you enjoy listening to music? I enjoy listening to music because it is very relaxing and enjoyable. Why do you think music is important in our lives? I think music is important because it improves our mood. Can you describe your favorite song or artist? I don't know. I listen to many songs, but I don't like a specific one. Where do you live now? I live in a small house in HCM in Ton Bin district. What do you like about your current place? I like my house because it's near my company. How often do you move to a new home? I don't move very often. I've only moved twice in the past 5 years. How long have you lived in your current home? I have lived in my current home for 2 years. What types of places do you like to live in? I like living in quiet places with parks nearby. How important is it to have good neighbors? I think having good neighbors is good because they make life more comfortable. What do you think about living in a small town? In my opinion, living in a small town is peaceful, but sometimes a bit boring. Is it important to find a good place to live? Yes, it's very important to find a good place to live because it affects our daily life. Can you describe the neighborhood where you live? My neighborhood is lively and has many shops and coffee shops. It's also very safe. Where do you want to travel in the future? I want to travel to Japan next year. I'd love to see the cherry blossoms and try real sushi. How often do you travel for fun? I travel about twice a year, usually during holidays. How much time do you spend planning a trip? I spend about a week planning a trip. I like to find good places to visit and stay. Do you prefer traveling alone to traveling with a group? I prefer traveling with a group because it's more fun and safe. Why do you like visiting new places? I like visiting new places because I can learn about different cultures and meet new people. Why do you think traveling is important? I think traveling is important because it helps us relax and learn new things about the world. How important is it to plan your trips in advance? In my opinion, it is very important to avoid problems and save money. Can you describe a memorable trip you took? I went to Da Nang last summer. The beaches were beautiful, and the food was delicious. I also liked the people. They were friendly. What is your job? I'm a coder. I work at ABC Company in District 1. How often do you think about changing jobs? I don't think about changing jobs because I enjoy my work. How much time do you spend working every day? I spend about 10 hours working every day. I work from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday to Friday. Why do you think having a good job is important? I think having a good job is important because it gives us money and happiness. Is it important to enjoy your work? Yes, I think it's very important to enjoy your work because we spend so much time doing it. What do you think about working from home? I think working from home is convenient, but sometimes it can be lonely. How long have you been working in your current field? I have been working as a coder for 4 years. Can you describe your daily tasks at work? I work as a coder at ABC Company in District 1. I start working at 8 a.m. every day. My daily tasks are writing code for websites and fixing bugs. I spend about 10 hours working every day. How do you go to work every day? I go to work by motorbike. It's fast and convenient. How long do you travel to work? It takes me about 20 minutes to travel to work. How often do you use public transportation? I use the bus sometimes, but I don't like it because I have to wait for too long. Do you prefer motorbikes or cars to commute to work? I prefer motorbikes because they are quicker in traffic. How much time do you spend commuting every day? I spend about 40 minutes commuting every day. Do you think public transportation is important? Yes, I think public transportation is very important because it helps reduce traffic and pollution. Can you describe your daily commute? My daily commute is short. I prefer motorbikes because they are quicker in traffic. I ride my motorbike through the city and pass some busy streets. It takes me about 20 minutes to travel to work.